Hi, good morning. So today's Sunday. I am up relatively early because I have got a hospital appointment tomorrow that I have to prepare for. So tomorrow I've got to go and have a procedure called a colonoscopy, which is a camera that goes like up into your bowels and back through to your colon and maybe a bit further towards your intestines maybe. It's not the most pleasant of procedures, but it's not as bad as people would imagine it to be. This is actually the second one that I've had to have this year. The reason I'm having it is because when I go to the toilet, I was finding some blood. So I reported it to my GP. My GP then asked me to carry out something, a test called a fit test, which is essentially a stool sample, and that got sent off. So with blood, you can obviously, there's a difference between seeing the visible blood and then there's also what the fit test is for, and that's to see blood that you cannot see with the naked eye. So my test results came back as positive, that you could see blood in my stool sample. So my appointment was expedited, so it was a 2-week turnaround. That's what we have in the UK, so 2-week turnaround with the NHS. So within those 2 weeks, I had a telephone call with a doctor from the colonoscopy department, I guess, or the gastro department, and they got me sorted out for colonoscopy. So I had one a couple of weeks ago. It didn't go to plan because when they went inside, they could only get so far. So I've had to get prepared for a second one, so it's been a couple of weeks. But today I've got to do the preparation for that, and I have to make up 3 drinks. So last time I had to do 2, this time I have to do 3 drinks of this stuff called Moviprep, which is like not the nicest tasting drink. It consists of 2 sachets, like A and B. You have to mix them together in a litre of water and drink it over the course of a couple of hours. So I've got to do 3 of those today, and I'm sure I don't need to spell out what happens after that. So I'm just going to get on and prepare the first one now. So I'm just going to get my bottle and fill that up with a litre of water. So I'll be back in a sec. So I've got my litre of water here. So this is now Moviprep sachet A. So I'm going to, it's powder inside, so I'm going to cut off and then drop it. Cut it off so that I don't rip it and explode it. Thankfully dropping it didn't put it everywhere. Don't drop it, by the way. So you pour, it's quite a big lot of powder. So it's got this lemony flavour, which I'm guessing they decided to do to try and make it taste a bit better. It doesn't work. Is it drinkable? Just about. I know a lot of people that have had to take it, and it can make them quite sick. But you know what? If you've ever got to have one of these, I've got sachet B now, you've just got to suck it up, literally. And it's just got to be done, because they cannot do the procedure unless you're squeaky clean all the way through. So that's it. Just got a wooden spoon now. Last time, so I've just got to get the powder dissolved. Last time I used the straw on the back, on the top of my lid, and I don't think it worked the best at stirring it all. It just tastes horrible. I know sometimes some people might try and put a little bit of squash in or something, to, you know, try and change the taste. Don't think it works, to be honest. I'm not allowed to eat at all today. I was meant to get up a bit earlier to have my last breakfast until after the procedure tomorrow afternoon. So I am starting a little bit later than you're meant to today, but I didn't get to sleep till after 5 AM. I don't know why, just a lot on my mind. And so, yeah, but it's fine because I made sure that I ate quite late last night, so for the last few days I've had to be on like a low fibre diet, and last night I just had some soup. Also, like medication, so you know, now on medication wise, like they go through all your medication, tell you if everything's okay, if there's anything you need to stop or anything temporarily. I'm slightly anemic, so I have had to stop my iron tablets temporarily, and iron tablets have an effect on you, like your system anyway, so it's kind of been a welcome pause, but I know that I've got to start taking them again tomorrow night. So this is drink number 1, so it is well stirred. Got my bottle, so you can see that it's also gone right up, so where I filled it up with a litre of water, just that powder sachet, that powder has like increased the volume. So first sip of it, it's bearable. It's a bit like just a lemony drink. Think of it like a lemon sip when you're not very well. Like, you know that you're not well when you're prepared to drink your lemon sip, and all the way to the bottom when it's got like the real medicine at the bottom. You know that you're really ill when you're prepared to do that. Like, you know you have to go through this, so you have to do it. So this is drink 1. I'll come back for drink 2. Right, so I am now back with drink number 2. Drink number 1 has been and gone. Oops, did you see that? Just missed half the this bottom. See, this is also why I said to make sure that you cut it open and don't just tear it open, because the powder is like ready to like go everywhere. Thankfully, not that much actually went anywhere, apart from maybe the edge. These things are going to happen. Never mind, tiniest bit out, and back with thing. So I'm preparing these in the kitchen, which was fine for the first one, but the second one, when Matt, my boyfriend, and I went shopping yesterday in Tesco's, am I allowed to say that? Just said it anyway now. So when we went shopping, there was some Charlie Bigham meals in the checkout, and we really like Charlie Bigham meals, but they are so expensive for ready meals. So if we sometimes see them in the reduced checkout, then we'll sometimes treat ourselves to them. So they're still more expensive than normal ones, but half the price normally of the Charlie Bighams. Anyway, so there was a butter chicken and rice, and it's enough for 2, so I thought, yeah, Matt and I could both enjoy that. Anyway, because it was in checkout, he has used it today, so I just walked into the kitchen to find that the kitchen smells of Charlie Bigham butter chicken, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's got to be eaten, and I can't eat today. So I've stirred my drink number 2 with my good trusty wooden spoon, and it's got to get drunk. It's got to do its job. I'm seeing one of my best friends, Jo, tomorrow. She's going to come pick me up from the hospital, and we're going to go and get some lunch somewhere. So I'm going to treat myself to something really yummy because of not being able to eat for like nearly 2 days. But hopefully the gastroenterologists, I guess, will be able to do what they need to do tomorrow, and I won't have to go through this procedure again. So hopefully they can find out what's going on inside, and we can get some answers, and I can close this little chapter of my life. So drink 2, I'll be back for drink 3 in a little bit. Hello, so I'm back again. So I'm now making drink number 3 of the day. What to tell you? Well, my insides are getting clean, very clean, which is obviously a good thing. It means that the 2 drinks that I've already had are very much doing their job, and I guess this 3rd drink now is just a precautionary, making sure there's you know, it's doing what it's meant to do. How does it make me feel? Well, it can give you some stomach cramps because obviously your body is like working in a way that it's not used to. It can, like last time, like, not to put anybody off, if you've got to have this done, you've got to have this done, but it's just preparing you. Like last time, like I was in tears, like with some of the cramps. This time we've not had that, so it just goes to show that like every time can make like such a difference, and you know, everybody is different as well, individually. You know, it's you know, the way that it affects one person is different to the way it's going to be affecting another. It's obviously really important to make sure that this is like stirred properly. It can like affect the taste of it big time. My trusty wooden spoon is now over on the side. You know what I'm going to try and do this time? This time I'm actually going to just try and add a tiny bit of squash to it as well, like just like the tiniest bit. Just to add to the flavour, well, to try and enhance the flavour. You know, gotta do what you gotta do, haven't you? So yeah, drink number 3. You wouldn't ordinarily necessarily need to have 3 of these drinks. It depends on like your body, and like when I had to call earlier on, like last week, before like going and picking up. Yeah, sorry, that cut off. I was just going to say, like, the nurse who called me to go through everything, you know, they ask you the questions, they prepare you for everything. So it might be 1, might be 2, might be 3 sachets, like, you know, but I can't emphasise the importance of getting this drink down you. It's not pleasant, but it has to be done. It's so important.